Welcome back to Weekend Prime. Now, the first day of August marks the official opening of the Bukusu circumcision season, a cultural tradition observed every even-numbered year and celebrated throughout the month. Across Bungoma County today, the ringing of handbells, well known as a chinyimba in the local dialect, traditional whistles and age-old songs echoed through villages. Thousands of boys have begun preparations for the rite of passage as elders gathered to perform rituals that they believe will guide and protect the season ahead. KTN's Violet Auma witnessed the colorful opening of the season and filed the following report.
It begins with sound, the steady rhythm of handbells, otherwise known as chinyimba in Bukusu dialect. Songs that have echoed across Bukusu villages for generations, and whistles that announce the arrival of a tradition that comes only once every even year. Across Bungoma, young initiates carrying chinyimba moves from one homestead to another as families and neighbors join them in song. Today marks the official opening of the Bukusu and Tachoni circumcision season, cultural tradition that remains one of the strongest expressions of identity among the two communities. This season, more than 15,000 boys are expected to undergo the traditional rite of passage. Among the thousands beginning that journey today is 14-year-old Moses Juma. Like many of his age mates, he has spent weeks preparing for this moment. His body covered in fresh mud, relatives surround him with songs of courage. In a few hours, he will face the knife, just as generations before him have done. Before Moses and thousands of other initiates face the knife, another ritual must take place. In Malaha Matulo Ward in Webuye West constituency, veteran traditional circumcisers gather, dressed in traditional regalia, proudly displaying the knives they will use throughout the season. The ceremony, known as Hobita, is believed to cleanse and dedicate the knives before the first circumcision. Holding a cock, elders offer prayers, asking for protection, wisdom, and steady hands as they prepare for the weeks ahead. Moments later, their prayers give way to celebration. The cock is slaughtered and roasted. Its intestines are carefully examined. An old ritual, elders believe, offers signs of what lies ahead.
Hii kuku imetuambia hakuna chakula. Tulinde chakula setu. Na mvua tuko nayo kidogo. Wengine wapande chakula saizi. Ninaomba tu. Hii inatuelezea. Na tumeangalia kuku imetuelezea hapa. Penye tunaenda elezea watoto wenu. Wasiende kwa siasa. Wengi wapo wataenda.
Then comes the unmistakable call of the season, the shrill whistle of the circumciser. They run around villages and homesteads, chanting and blowing whistles to announce that the circumcision season has officially begun. For the circumcisers, however, today's celebration also ushers in months of discipline. From today until December, they are expected to abstain from sexual relations, avoid alcohol while performing circumcisions, and uphold the highest standards expected of those entrusted with the lives of the young initiates.
Awezi lala na mwanamke. Leo wanalala wanaangalia kando. Siku ya leo usikombane. Siku ya leo ukikunywa hii pombe usiende kuangalia kwa mwanamke yako huyo.
Yet, even as the tradition lives on, its custodians fear some of its meaning is slowly disappearing. Once a boy declares he's ready, he first informs his parents. His mother then sends a word to her brothers, the boy's maternal uncles, who immediately begins preparing to receive their nephew according to tradition.
Atachinjiwa ng'ombe kwa mjomba, anaweka nyama kwa shingo. Akishaweka nyama kwa shingo, atarudi na hiyo nyama itatupwa, hiyo nyama itawekwa. Maana hiyo nyama kuchinjiwa kwamba kwa sababu hiyo ni kujenga uhusiano. Huyu mama inamaanisha kwamba mamake mtoto alipwa mahari, na kama mahari haikulipwa hakuna kuchinjiwa, inakuwa big issue mpaka hata atapelekwa kotini na mjomba anaweza kuhukumiwa.
Before sunrise, the initiates are escorted to the river or spring where fresh mud is smeared on the head, face and chest before the final walk home to face the knife.
Maana udongo ilikuwa inapunguza makali. Ni kama wakati wazungu walikuwa wanasema wanapigwa sindano ya anesthesia. Sasa hiyo udongo ilikuwa inafanya damu inakuwa inakanda, ndio sibuye kikata huwezi kusikia uchungu. Hiyo ndio maana ya udongo. Maana ya nyasi hiyo ni kuambia mtu ya kwamba mtu kama mwanaume usimame kabisa na ya kuzaa watu.
For generations, the Bukusu and Tachoni communities have marked the passage from boyhood to adulthood through this tradition whose origin dates back to the 19th century.
And this is meant to connect us to our ancestors, the originators of our tradition. And culture is a way of life. And as a teacher, we are emphasizing CBC, and it is good that the government considers to infuse culture in our education system, so that watoto wetu wanapolelewa waelewe mizizi yao, their roots.
More than a century later, the drums still beat, the songs still echo. Traditional circumcisers are now appealing to both the national and the county government for formal recognition.
Unaweza kata mtoto na kupati mbaya ukati mzipa aanze kuplit. Na saa zingine tunashindwa sana, tuko reserve ndani kabisa, hatuwezi fikia hospitali mapema. Sasa kitu ningeomba serikali itusaidie nacho kwamba watupatie dawa, medical kit.
And across Bungoma, thousands of boys will follow a path their fathers and grandfathers once walked before them. The elders say preserving the ceremony is about ensuring that the values, discipline, and identity that have defined Bukusu circumcision for generations are passed on to those who will carry it into the future. Violet Auma, KTN.